Man, people really are struggling in today's economy. And some of the individuals that's really getting hit the hardest is the self-employed individuals, the individuals that are contractors, independent contractors, and the people who are working gig jobs. So, with that being said, let's take a look at this video and let's get right into this. Bang! All right, so we have a video on TikTok. Shout out to the individual who made it. His name is right there for you guys to see if you want to check out his content on TikTok. And this individual is a DoorDash driver. And let's just read the caption he put. He said, I just did DoorDash for almost 12 hours and only made $40. Now, let's see what he got to say. Let's get it.
Man, I just did DoorDash for 12 hours and made $40. Like, I don't see what y'all was saying, man. Be your own boss, they said. You can get to make your own schedule, they said. Man, I've been working 80 hours a week on this stuff, man, and barely making $500, $600, $700. Shoot, might as well have a job. I don't see how folks even be on this stuff, man. It's too saturated. Everybody on it. Man, I just did DoorDash for 12 hours.
All right, so y'all heard the man. So first and foremost, I gotta call cap on him saying that he did DoorDash for almost 12 hours and only made $40. I gotta call it cap. And the reason I gotta call it cap is because I have experience when it comes to doing gig work. Now, every now and then I do gig work on the side when I just want some extra money to, spend on vacation or extra money to throw into my stock portfolio, extra money to throw into this savings account. Now, do I rely on it? Hell no. And that's something I would recommend other individuals, especially the people who think that gig work will save them, that gig work is actual career path, to not rely on it. Use it as a side hustle. But to get back to the point, I called cap on him doing DoorDash for almost 12 hours and only making $40 just because I have did DoorDash before, and you could definitely make over $40 in 12 hours. Like, you could really make over $40 in about 3 hours. I say, give or take 3 hours, you can make it, especially if the neighborhood that you live in is high demand. But that also goes to my second point, and the second point I want to make to the people who are, really um, into the gig apps is that you gotta have multiple apps, man. You cannot just rely on one app. So for this dude right here, if he was only relying on DoorDash that entire day, he crazy, man. He crazy. When it comes to the gig apps, you gotta have multiple apps, man. I say choose the best three apps in your neighborhood or in your vicinity that you tend to shop in, and use those three apps. Whichever ones give you the most hits, whichever ones give you the best batches or the best orders, use those three apps. But never, 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 if you are doing gig work, rely on only one app. Like I said, I tend to do gig work every now and then. I done slowed down now, but I tend to do gig work every now and then after my 9 to 5 or on the weekends or something like that. And when I do my gig work, like, I don't rely on just one app, man. The app I tend to use the most was Walmart Spark, but I'd also look on Uber Eats and DoorDash. You can't rely on one app when it comes to these gig apps. But last and least, I just want to wrap this video up by just saying, man, when it comes to this economy, if you think the gig work is going to save you, if you think the gig work is going to pay your, your monthly bills, the essential bills, be it the housing, be it your electricity, water, all that, it's not gonna work, bro. It's not gonna work. You gotta really have a career out here, man. Now I understand that people are getting laid off, So if you're getting laid off, gig out is definitely a good substitute until you find that 9 to 5 or find that job that's within your current career path. But if you are just relying on that as to support your living, man, it's going to be rough. It's going to be rough. And the reason I say it's going to be rough is just because, man, it's too inconsistent. With a 9 to 5, let's just say that you are a banker or you work in the insurance industry. You got a cubicle job. That check is consistent for the most part if you don't get fired. Or especially if your salary is definitely consistent. But when it comes to these gig apps, it just depends on the day, man. It depends on the orders that you receive. Some days you may not receive any good orders and only make like $100 or $200 a day. Other days, let's say that it's the Super Bowl season, things may be going great and you may make $300 a day. But it really just depends, and that's why I don't recommend individuals, going all in on DoorDash or going all in on Uber Eats or these gig apps in general, just because it's too inconsistent. It's too inconsistent, man. Then let's just be real. DoorDash, Uber Eats, all these gig apps, they don't have 401k. So you're not getting no 401k for that retirement. So that's one thing you gotta think about. Also, you don't really get those good medical benefits that a regular 9 to 5 job will give you, be it the dental insurance, medical insurance, things like that. So that's another thing you really got to think about. So for all the individuals who are thinking about, oh, I'm gonna be a gig app, I'm gonna be a full-time gig worker, these are things you need to think about. I recommend doing it part-time, man. When you get off work from your 9 to 5, if you got some free time, yeah, go do an order. Why not make a little extra money for gas? Why not make a little extra money that you could put into the stock market or throw into your retirement account, savings account, vacation account, whatever it is? But doing gig work full time, it ain't gonna work. It ain't gonna work, man. You go be struggling. You're going to be just getting by, not getting ahead. And what we want to do is get ahead. So, hey, man, if you enjoyed this video, you already know what to do. Like the video, comment on the video, subscribe to the motherfucking channel, turn on notifications and all that good stuff. And I'm out. Peace.